Welcome. Already out of control. Sorry. Hey guys, welcome to the Way of the Leaf, a first-time reader show based on the epic fantasy series The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan, and I'm currently thinking about exploding trees.
Oh, and I am Ryan's brother Dan, and I am a bridge that just crumbles into nothing. And we are the Way of the Leaf, and this is the LeafCast.
Yes, episode 20. And brother Dan, let's bring in our first special guest.
Okay, so is it? Hold on.
Oh, let's bring in Chancey.
Okay. All right. So our first guest, we are thrilled to have. She's been a contributor in many of the videos you may have seen. If you follow along in chat, then you know who this person is. She's the funniest person in chat, and I'm thrilled that she is here. She is our friend, Chancey. gosh, we're always interrupting people reading.
That's a unique use of glasses.
Nice. Chancey, did you get to the end of a page or a paragraph at least?
I can find it again.
Okay, good. Hi! Welcome!
Hey.
Hello, human friend.
Amazing.
We are so happy to have you. Let's bring in our other friend, Ryan. Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Hello,
Everyone knows him. He's been here each and every week pretty much for the entire run for our thing. He is our first-time reader. He is a really good friend. He is a drummer in a band called It Looks Like a Black Hole. All one word, all lowercase letters. You can find them on Apple Music and Spotify and pretty much anywhere where there's really good music, you will find It Looks Like a Black Hole. It's instrumental. It's really good. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, home, quietly applaud for our first time reader named Todd. Oh, geez.
Oh, man. You guys again?
Let me guess. You just finished.
You guys again.
Just crammed.
You guys again.
I just crammed on chapter 46.
Very good.
Let's
That's
go.
a good one. I can't wait. First of all, how are you, Todd? Long time, no time. How was your holiday?
That was great, man. Just hanging out, super mellow. Small gathering, not too big. You know.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Nice. What'd you eat? What was your favorite? What was your favorite?
What didn't you
your
eat?
one favorite dish?
I barbecued a turkey that was delicious.
Was it dry though? Barbecue turkey,
Yeah.
like it kind of dry.
There were parts of it that were dry. It's challenging to do that.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Well done.
But the sides were awesome.
Have you ever barbecued a turkey, Chancey?
I don't think I've ever prepared any sort of bird. Yeah, no.
Okay.
No foul.
Yeah.
No.
Have you plucked a bird?
No.
Have you handled a bird?
No.
Okay.
No
Are we
foul,
doing
no
our
foul.
5 questions right now, Ryan? That was like 3 of them.
Are you afraid of birds?
No, I don't. What's the word?
You should be.
Cook.
Birds
You
are
just don't get out much, huh?
Well, I mean, I don't.
I mean, I went on a walk today, ended up with 2 birds on my arm, just walking with me. Do.
Well, because you whistle so. Ryan, can you give us an example of your whistling skills? Yeah. The birds are hitting your glass now. Don't. You're going to kill them. They're flocking to you as we speak. It's like the Alfred Hitchcock's birds. They're just flying at your house.
I almost think it's Chancey's worst nightmare. She's just not admitting it.
Birds?
Yeah. Just a bird's attacking you from all angles.
Birds are creepy. Birds are dinosaurs.
Thanks.
Yeah, birds.
That's a good point.
Well, we've learned. We've learned
Especially-
that. I mean, well, at least if they're blackbirds, they're dark friends.
Yeah.
I mean,
Carrion.
Carrion.
You gotta watch the carrion eaters. Yeah.
Yeah, we can just throw rocks at birds that have black feathers, I guess, right? That's the rule. We can just throw rocks at them if they're staring at us. We're like, hey, what are you looking at, bird? Just throw a rock at them.
Dan's really focused on how frivolously they just start throwing rocks at birds. He really thinks that's like it's a cultural thing, Dan. Come on.
Civilized people don't throw rocks at birds. Anyways.
Dan, it's cultural. It's not. Oh, geez. Troublesome.
No, you
Troublesome.
walk through pigeons and they just kind of scatter around you and then they go back. And come on. All right. So, hey, Chancey, you are our new guest. You've never been on the show. And as is tradition, I have written a welcoming song for you. It is It's kind of a ballad. This one is a tiny little story,
Oh, interesting.
if you will.
I'm very eager to hear it.
So, so as is canon, I must lay down in order to play guitar. I cannot play guitar while sitting up. My muse comes up, not down. So I need to lay. All right, so I'll be right. All right, so let me get ready.
My muse comes. All right, that's a new one. And so basically, he just admits he has like a mirror on his ceiling. He just lies down and stares at himself. Hey,
Oh wow!
you're a handsome. He keeps calling himself a handsome puppet.
Are you still hearing me?
It's the
I've
eyebrow.
never called myself handsome. I think I'm hideous.
Oh no, you're gorgeous, Ryan.
Who can
That
resist that
mustache.
Yeah.
I shave it off
Yeah,
every morning,
mustache.
and it just goes right back.
I know it's like 5 o'clock shadow, right?
You should see me.
All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, here we go. This is how Sean City saved the day. Here we go. I was a sad puppet, boo-hoo. 'Cause no one would twirl and dance with me. I was a sad puppet, wah, wah. 'Cause no one would play games of chance with me. So I prayed to the puppet gods for a new best friend, of course. For a new best friend, of course. And the puppet gods, they answered. 'Cause puppet gods are better than any of yours, you silly, silly, silly humans. Now I'm a glad puppet. Ryan and I are stoked, as you can see. We have a new best friend. It's Anthony.
Yay!
I was looking for a lighter to have like a, but I couldn't find one. I was like, damn it. Seemed like a lighter song to have. Like,
Yes,
No, it was-
definitely a lighter song.
Oh, you got a sniffle.
Oh, did I?
You
That
got an
was
amazing.
beautiful.
Mhm.
I really wanted to make it special. I'm so stoked you're here, Chance.
I also am stoked.
This is fantastic. This is wonderful. So, Todd, we interrupted
Awesome,
your reading. Thank you.
Well, I mean, before we get into it, we definitely do need to have a series of pronounce this, right? Before we get into it.
oh, there's some good
I
ones.
do have my 5 quick questions too. Should we do that or do pronounce this real fast?
Pronounce this.
Okay, let's do it.
All
Yeah,
right.
there's some good ones in these
Let's
chapters.
Let's save those 5 questions till after the break. All right.
Okay.
Pronounce this, Todd. Hey, Todd.
Bring it.
Pronounce this.
Quincera Tiwasho.
I'm sorry, say it
Oh
again.
no. Quincera Tiwansho.
All right. Okay.
Reminds me of like some Tatooine, like Star Wars language.
Yeah.
Right, Watto. Quincerati Wacho.
Quincera Tiwasho.
Todd, pronounce this.
Shinar.
Todd.
I was having
No, go on. Yeah. Tell me what your thoughts on this. You're having what?
the I before the E just blew.
Yep.
It's just like hurts my brain.
Yep. It's before E, except after C. No, that's an H.
Well,
Well, he's right. Normally, EI is the I sound, IE is the E sound. But yeah,
it's like I so want to say Shiner, but it's like
Shinar. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Shiner, you crazy diamond.
Chancey,
Yes.
Come on, Chancey. That wasn't bad, right?
pronounce this.
Kisera Tiwansho.
Oh my God.
oh
Jesus.
ooh.
Oh,
no.
this is there.
Oh,
We got a
no.
problem.
All right, Todd, pronounce this.
It didn't say it. Wait, it didn't change. Oh wait, yeah, it did. Tisinguma Choba.
Okay, all right. Chancey, pronounce this.
Singo Machoba.
Oh my God. All right.
Dang,
Todd,
what the heck?
pronounce this.
Lord Ag Lamar.
Okay. Chancey, pronounce this.
Lord Agomar.
Okay.
Okay.
Todd,
Oh no.
pronounce this.
Minte Kalichine no Doma Shita.
Very
Okay.
negative.
All right. Oh,
Oh
Chancey,
man.
pronounce this.
Ninte Kalichnie no Domashita.
Oh geez.
Oh my gosh.
She
Oh,
speaks it. She
geez.
speaks it. Oh my God. Okay.
You speak
She's
Ogier.
fluent in Ogier. Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. All right.
Glory to the builders. Indeed.
All right. Todd, pronounce this.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Kodome Klichne Gani Asadai.
Nice. Nice.
All right. If anyone feels offended by the sounds coming out of these mouths, it's not intended.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're not racializing this in any way. Chancey, pronounce this.
Kodome Klichnie Gani Aisedae.
Oh, you got like a Russian thing going on. All right. Todd,
Yeah.
pronounce this.
Pronounce this.
Mafal Dar Anel.
Try again.
Mafal Dar Nanel.
Okay.
Oh man,
Ranel.
that made
Da Ranel.
Ryan, pronounce this.
this. Chancey, pronounce this.
Mafal Dadaranel.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
she's so good. You're so good.
I mean, I did say this. That was a funny joke. All right. And one last one. Todd, pronounce this.
Dia Demed, Battle Lord of Malkir.
All right. And Chastity, pronounce this.
Diadamed, Battle Lord of Malkier.
Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Good
Gotta work on my
job. Good job, both of
pronunciation.
you.
Thank you.
Good
Hire
job.
the android.
All right.
That was awesome.
All right, we are on, guys. We're on chapter 44. It's called "The Dark Along the Ways." It has a leaf that has kind of cool little vines strewn past the emblem. This chapter comes on the heels of previously. They had decided they're going to take the ways. Loyal was very reluctant, but says, "Okay, fine. I understand. It's very important." The boys had some crazy dream with Bozamel and the little clay figures, and they were just woken up and said, "Boys, it's time to go. Boom, time to bolt." So they're leaving Master Gill's place. They sneak out through the kitchens. Apparently, the kitchen staff does not sleep.
Nope.
That cook is just, and she's pretty pissed that people are walking through her kitchen, but
Yeah.
but she deals with it. They all go out to the stables, and they get horses. Rand's given a horse that has hair more or less his color. Loyal is given a horse, even though he's like, I don't really like horses, and my own feet's fine. And in fact, he didn't even like walking in the dark. He's like, come on, what am I, a cat? We don't, we don't do this in the steading. Come on, be civilized. We're monsters, and we still don't do that.
All right, here's a good question. Todd, do you think Loyal encountered cats before he left the steading?
Oh, good question.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
Because we meet him and he's got a cat on his lap.
Oh yeah, he's digging them. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe they're not in the setting.
Why wouldn't they be?
Huh? Forest cats?
Yeah. Look, feral.
You know what?
Yeah, those are called cougars.
Tarzan and his forest cat?
Dude, I had a crazy theory actually about cats.
Please tell me.
Dude, check this out.
Give it to me.
Okay, I think there's something with cats and Aes Sedai. There's similarities. Because like Robert Jordan he pointed out something a couple chapters ago. I was going to bring this up, but I totally forgot. And it's when Moraine enters the room when Matt's like coiled up on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And she like hisses like a cat, right?
Okay.
Because she... And then before that, even before that, there was like some parallel about like a cat in the room with and Moraine was there, and they were like similar or something. I don't know.
Well,
It's
I
kinda
mean,
just
the cat goes straight up to her when at one point, and she's starts petting it. There's that, there's that. Whoa, hey, hey, there's that goes on. Is it that scene?
Yeah, and then it's the scene when she enters the room where Matt's possessed by, the Shadar Logoth blade. And she hisses, like, I don't know.
That's awesome.
And then I was thinking, like, Aes Sedai are like, their cats are so regal and, like, self-aware and, like, very calm and, like, I don't know. Anyways, that's my crazy theory.
I like that. No, that's awesome. What do you think of that, Chancity? Aes Sedai and cats.
I have heard similar things before. And I can neither confirm nor deny whether or not there's anything to that.
Okay. Yes.
Cool.
Great. Thank you.
But Loyal's totally into cats, I think.
If you get on this show and you have no idea what you want to say or you can't think of an answer, just say, I don't want to spoil anything. Sorry. And then it's great. You're like a catch-all. We're all good. And I'm like, wow, that's so thoughtful. I just thought of this every time a guest does this. Brother Dan, we can't hear you. What happened?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
There you go.
I didn't want to disrupt. Yeah, we're going to have to put a pin in this because there's a couple of things in Tavern Talk I want to talk about cats then. Anyways, so let's remember that, okay?
Bing.
All right, Josh says in the chat, cats don't require access to the one source that dominate humans. Why couldn't they be in the steading? I mean, just if there are forest cats, I haven't seen them.
Yeah, are there forest cats?
I'm a city folk, maybe.
There eat cats?
I mean, there's bobcats.
Did the Althors have a cat? They didn't have any dogs. Do you think they had a cat?
Maybe.
Or are they just like, we got enough. We got sheep and Bella and that old cow.
I don't think they have a cat. Nope. The only cats in the Alvear Inn, and then the cat with. Anyways, all right, they're just inns. They live in inns, Josh. They live in inns. They're inn cats.
And what is the name of the cat in the Wine Spring Inn?
Scratch.
Oh goodness.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we should have let Todd do it. That would have been way cooler.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey man, I play Jeopardy in a household of smart people. I gotta throw that stuff.
All right, are we asking if Rand is a lover of pussies? We'll get to that.
Yep. I would say yes. Who isn't?
All right, is a jaguar a forest cat? No. God, no.
It's a car.
No.
Yeah, it's James Bond.
It's obviously a car.
You know the difference between a jaguar and a jaguar? Do you know the difference?
Well,
If you own one, it's a jaguar. If you don't, then it's a jaguar. Same with the Porsche. If you own one, it's a Porsche.
Porsche. Yep.
I will accept that.
I throw class around like frisbees. Anyways. Okay, so back to the book.
Moving on.
So they go there, but beforehand, Matt gets, go ahead.
Oh no.
Norwegian.
I
Norwegian force cat.
stand corrected.
Awesome.
Oh, you internet.
You know what? I'm glad that there's a Norwegian forest cat. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
They made it. They made it.
Yeah. So when you go to the steading, you'll see Loyal with a Norwegian forest cat on his lap.
Always. Yep.
Now I want to see what a Norwegian forest cat looks like.
I'm on it.
Oh yeah.
I've been on it a second ago.
So let's talk reality. I mean, Hopper would eat a Norwegian forest cat in a second. So do we love the adorable forest cat, or do we like Hopper because he's parents' friend, who's a ruthless killer and would kill a Norwegian cat in an instant?
Ooh.
Would he though?
I'm not sure.
Yep. It's just a big rabbit. Food's food.
Oh yeah, he would chomp this. I mean, once you guys see this, I mean, really, if this is what we're talking about, this is okay. Go on.
Okay, I can't wait.
Go on.
Norwegian forest cat. All right. So before they hand, Matt gets a little dodgy on Perrin. He's like, "Hey, Perrin's kind of being weird, right? I mean, you're with me, Rand, right? This ain't right." And Rand's like, dagger. All right. Yeah, cool, Matt. No, I think Perrin's fine. And so did you have any thoughts about any of that dodginess right then?
Yeah, Matt still has that, possession. It's kind of in the background, I think. And he doesn't know, he senses something different with Perrin, as does Rand, with his eyes and stuff like that. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So it's just kind of doubled up. Yeah.
So before they leave, Moraine tells Master Gel, she's like, "Hey, all right, you're a pretty brave dude. You have a stiff upper lip, but shit may get dodgy in a little bit. And if you need help, go send a letter to Shiriam Sadai of the Blue Aja in Tarvalon, and she will help. I fear my sisters and I have a good deal to put right and ready to choose who have helped us." Or whatever. So she kind of gives him a pretty cool contact, and he's like, "Blah, you got rid of all my rats. I can already just like make all kinds of money. You're fine, lady. No, you're cool." But she kind of like insinuates that he may have some trouble.
Yeah.
We do see that the inn that Rand was in before in Barrelon burnt down because of a lightning strike or whatnot, but still. So.
Yeah, which kind of begs the question: how long does a letter take, and how quickly would help come? Like literally, that's the example I was thinking about. Man, they burned that dude's shit down, and that just happened overnight. And she's like, "Hey, send a letter to Tarvalon, and they'll help you." That didn't make any sense to me.
2 months later, "Hey guys, I heard you need help. Wait a minute, it still smells like charred wood." Oh,
it's like, wait, there's nobody here anymore. No.
Right. Delusion says, "Ooh, Shiriam is also of the blue. Interesting. Thoughts, Todd?"
The Blue Aes Sedai are cool. That's what I take. Like,
all right,
Democrats. Like,
you know what else is cool? A Norwegian forest cat.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this popped up when I chimed in with Norwegian forest cat. So if
look at those eyes.
Hopper would not eat that kitty cat.
Oh, he would in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, in a second.
In a second.
I expect it to look kind of more wild, not like this.
We'll just put that up there just for you, Dan.
Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back.
Those eyes.
All right, so they head out. They each got a horse.
Yeah.
At the end of the horse, they have like a pole that's holding a lantern, and Loyal is just like kind of like this way. Boom, boom, boom. Rand tries to ask about it, and he's like, I don't know, man. It's like trying to say, how do you breathe? It just is. I just know where this shit is. As he gets closer, it seems to get more and more pronounced where he is going. He seems more and more confident, and he's taking a straight line. So I think they're going over fences. They're not even meandering. They're just kind of beelining straight to it until they get to like some dude's house and his shop, and he's like, "Yep, it's in the basement." And Matt's like, "What? Why'd they build it in the basement?" And they're like, "No, dummy, it was here. Dummy, it was here a long time ago." And then it just
boy.
And then Moraine, Loyal's like, "Well, I'm super strong. I'm a monster. I can just break this lock, lickety split, but it's gonna pick up the person." And Moraine's like, "Nope, let me see what I can do." She kind of looks at it thoughtfully and just gives a little tap with her staff, and the rusty lock pops open.
She doesn't want to damage property. She's very, very thoughtful.
Right. I mean, why? We're not SWAT team. I mean, we can just go in. If we're gonna break and enter, you might as well just not make noise.
Do it gently.
We're not a SWAT team.
When Matt mentioned, and we'll talk about all this, but when Matt mentions, why would they put this thing in some dumpy cellar, Loyal gets kind of pissed. He's like, they didn't. There's used to be the bitchinest grove in the fucking planet, and this is what we have now. And he punches a pillar until like a waterfall of plaster came down.
I'm glad you read that verbatim from the book, by the way.
Yeah.
You memorized
exactly
it.
what Noel said.
Well,
Actually, real quick, let's go back.
I think it's more or less, yes.
Our friend, the furniture store owner, says 1 bite for Hopper. Ian comes in with Hopper's got to eat, circle of life, and All right,
so during that scene, there were zebras and gazelle that were bowing to what is going to eat them in like 2 years.
Right?
This was a really weird movie.
They're really weird.
Why do you have? It should not have been any prey there. They should have been like, "Whoa, we got to get away from there." He's probably going to be territorial. They just had a kid.
Well, they just felt like Mufasa really told it how it was, and that he was somebody they could get a beer with. So.
Good point.
Maybe he was gonna make the Serengeti great again.
Perhaps. Who knows?
Is that one of your kind of? Is that how you rate like most things? Is like, is this someone I will have a beer with?
There are those who would prioritize such things.
All right. I want to get into who you are, though.
Indeed.
An android designed by a robot.
Right. Oh, I tried to time it with your drinking.
I was waiting. Ryan and I were on the Dusty Road. Yeah.
An android designed by a robot.
Android designed by a robot.
All right.
Word.
So in the cellar, they go down. Apparently, it's a huge fucking cellar because them and all their horses just walk through the door. I've never seen a cellar door that like can accommodate like a wedding party and all their horses. But here's what we got. It's a big cellar. And the wall, there's one part of the wall that seems like it's kind of different. It looks like it's way older, way different, but not way different, but they can tell. Rand's little sparkle eye can tell that it's different than the rest of the wall. Maureen walks up, just kind of, and she says, Avendazora. Do you remember that term?
Oh, yes. That's the tree of life, right?
Mm-hmm. So she grabs the what was like it's called a trefoil leaf, which I guess is a 3-sided leaf.
Like a fleur de lis.
Like a really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So she pulls it out just like without even being magic. She just like pops it out. And everyone's like, "Whoa, what?"
Whoa, yeah.
Like the craziest Jenga thing. She just kind of walks up, picks the right one. Boop.
So and then she puts it in like a spot. Like so it's kind of like some like Indiana Jones shit where he's like, all right, I need to put this stone in some secret thing, and suddenly this like weird mirror thing appears.
And then poison darts to the face.
Oh, duck.
The penitent man.
Just get your hat.
Watch
Your hat.
The penitent man. The penitent man. The penitent man. That's my Sean Connery. And then wash your socks. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
Do you have a Sean Connery, Shantini?
Say that again.
Do you have a Sean Connery impersonation? Do you have like an AI Sean Connery? Wash your socks.
Extra back. Yeah, that's the best I can do. Yeah.
Nice.
Drop back.
Come on, throw back.
I had that with your mother.
Oh my god.
So, anyways, they open the ways. There's a shimmery thing. So, tell me about their journey there to get to there. What are your notes saying, Todd?
Yeah, they've come to the Waygate, and it's pretty amazing. I like how they enter it. It's very interesting. It's like you're going up to a mirror and then you walk into yourself. I like that imagery. And
Yo, that's cool. I like that.
I like what
Didn't
Loyal
they do that
says
in
too.
Last Jedi? Something like that.
Oh
The mirror
yeah,
walking.
right. Totally. They totally, yeah.
They stole that.
What
They
a
pinched that one.
ripoff. What
They
a
pinched,
paycheck.
They pinched Robert Jordan right there.
I did. That happened for me when I entered the doors of perception. We'll talk about it later.
So here's how it describes with Rand. I'll go ahead and quote it real fast. It's quote, hesitantly, Rand poked his lantern at the Waygate. The lantern sank into its reflection, the two merging until both were gone. He made himself keep on walking forward, watching the pole disappear into itself inch by inch, and then he was stepping into himself, entering the gate. His mouth, a wall of cold water. Oh, wait. His mouth fell open. Something icy slid along his skin as if he were passing through a wall of cold water. Time stretched out. The cold enveloped one hair at a time, shivered over his clothes thread by thread. End quote. And then suddenly the chill was like a bubble and pop, he was gone, and he was going super fast and almost fell.
Yeah, Dean, that did just happen. We did just reference Purple Haze and Aldous Huxley improv. That was not planned. Let's go.
That's how we roll.
That's how we roll.
That's how we roll.
Come on, Dean. You know us. You know us. You're not new here, Dean. And so we hear some weird things right off the bat that are weird about the ways. Loyal's like, yeah, you got to be careful when you come in. Things are different here. They mentioned that the gate, and I'll say it here because I still don't understand this. So I'd like to talk for a minute with you. Loyal says, quote, you could walk all the way around it and you would not see a thing from the other side. I would not advise it, though. The books aren't very clear about what lies behind the Waygates. I think you could become lost there and never find your way out. What the fuck?
So intense. Yeah, it's pretty mind blowing. The Waygate is like a mirror. It's like a standing alone, and it's 3-dimensional. I guess in that space, in the black space, which is such a cool image. The imagery of that really blew me away.
So
what do
you
you
just
think
walk
that mirror
behind it
is?
and then
Yeah.
just disappear, I guess. I mean, that's what it seems like they're saying, right? Yeah, good
Right.
question, Chen.
Wait, what did Chan say?
Just what do you think that mirror is? Like, what do you think it's made of? What do you think it actually does?
That I do not know. I wish I could answer that. It's pretty mind blowing. Just going back to like what the ways are, they're made by the male Aes Sedai that were in the study.
So do you think it's like the power, like Sidene, that's that plane of mirror? Or do you think it's something
That's
else?
what I don't know what it is because, like in the study, they can't use the one power. So the male Aes
Correct.
Sedai, just made like a deal with the Dark One to make these ways, or like they got fooled maybe into making them using like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's so
Right on.
mind blowing.
Okay, so this may have been intentional. Like this whole weirdness might have been like a plan made with the male Aes Sedai and the Elegant 69. I mean the Dark One.
I think it was unintentional consequences.
Okay.
I think the male Aes Sedai, like they're like, oh, we're gonna do this, and they didn't know like the consequences of it. So the Dark One totally got them.
Okay. Right
Got
on.
you.
Right on.
That's what I think, but I don't know what it. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
So what it seems like is when you're entering, you're seeing a reflection of yourself, and you're dipping your lantern in, and the lantern just melds in, and you just kind of meld into yourself. But once you're on the other side, you can see what's going on there. So they watch Nynaeve and Egwene come through, and it seems like they're going in slow motion. They're like,
that's really cool. Yeah.
And then suddenly they just kind of jump in. All right, yeah. So they're, hey, Egwene, I'm gonna go through. Boom. Oh gosh! Oh, I almost fell. Oh gosh.
That was perfect. That's exactly what I imagined, man.
Thank you. Here, guys. Here's my headshot, and here's my information. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you. You guys are beautiful. Just hire me, would you? All right. So they all get into the ways. Finally, Moraine gets in, and it has to be the last one out, so she can like close the door with that key. And she just goes pop, boom, and then it just kind of closes. And suddenly, the only light they have is those weird little lanterns that are dangling from their horse's head. And it seems like the light just kind of gets swallowed up. It's just like the light should be more manifest from the number of lanterns there are, but all it does is create just a tiny little circle, and then the light just kind of gets swallowed by the dark. So they enter the ways. Yeah.
So before we go on, they account for that weird slow motion thing by saying that. Right? How do they account for that? They say that the wheel turns faster in the waves.
Faster in the waves. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's just another dimension. It has a different speed, and it makes sense because they travel vast distances faster, and so it's just kind of like a wormhole that's in a fast pace. I don't know.
So it like gets closer to the center of the wheel, which only spins this far, while the outer wheel has to go all the way around. It's like, you ever been in a marching band?
Think about that.
The person on the end the person on this side just does this, and the other person is like sprinting to get around. Yeah.
Totally.
So maybe it just gets thrown out to the outside, and it's like a tilt-a-whirl.
But it's dilation of time and space.
True.
It's both axes. It's X and Y.
I still like the tilt-a-whirl. The Wheel of Time is a carnival game, and it's run by a carny named
Biff.
Creator.
I like Biff. Biff, the creator.
I like Biff.
You getting on or what? And he's just listening to AC/DC way too loud. It's like dirty deeds, dirty. He's like, you getting on or what?
Do you remember the buckets where they just used to like pour out the vomit on the tilt-a-whirl? Remember the vomit bucket waters for the spinner one? Anyways,
maybe I haven't been on enough carnival rides.
This is
experience.
Back in my day, we used to puke after every single ride, and we had buckets. We would just go puke in a bucket. It was a bucketorium where we just vomited our shit and then go eat corn dogs and then get on the tilt-a-whirl again and just go puke in a bucket. What, Chunks? You never did that?
I haven't done that. It must be a human thing.
Oh no, it's corn on the cob with Chipotle. And,
What, is Dan okay?
Yeah, no, it's all right. All right, let's get back to it. That's a good one. Perfect. All right, so
awesome.
they get into the ways. Maureen's like, yeah, this is all cool. I'm unfazed. Loyal, we should go now. And he's like, oh yeah, we should probably go. And then they start riding down. They're riding along. And not much changes. It's pretty blah town. It's like blah 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 blah. And then they finally get to like a signpost that has like weird Ogier script, and Loyal, reads and goes, okay, yeah, we gotta go this way. So they go over a bridge that doesn't seem like it's held up by anything, right? They're just like, whoa, what's holding this thing up? This isn't a suspension bridge. It's just, we just got to trust it. That's what we got to do. But I guess there was some like railings before they got there that, gosh darn it, I have
Was there railings? What?
yeah, there was. All right, hold on, let me find it real fast. The balustrade.
Were there ushers?
All right.
Were there ushers also?
It was a. All right. No, here it is.
This way.
yeah. With the flashlights.
All right. Here's what it says.
Watch your step.
Gently sloping ramps without railings of any kind leading up and down. Between the bridges and the ramps ran a chest-high balustrade. However, as though falling was a danger there at any rate, plain white stone made the balustrade in simple curves and rounds, fitted together in complex patterns. So there was, where there's a turn in the bridge or something, there's at least like a little stone thing saying, "Hey, beware! Hey, if you're on a mountain bike,
beware."
Yeah. Here's a turn. Don't worry. Yeah, slow down. You're gonna crash.
I don't think anyone mountain bikes in the ways in this book, if I'm not mistaken.
You get there so fast, though. Just think about it.
Imagine. Yeah. Be there in like 45 minutes.
Like make some jumps in there. I think, yeah. Whew. You get to Tarvalon and Two Rivers.
Jumping in the waves.
Piece of cake. And then they're just kind of walking along the ways, and finally Loyal kind of ends up after following this long road, and shit, the bridge is out. Oh no! Cliffhanger. I mean, we learned that Moraine's just like, okay, no big deal. We'll just turn around and find another way, and that's all it is. But cliffhanger. Oh no, the bridge is out. So this wasn't as consequential as an episode or a chapter as the next one is regarding the ways. But what are your thoughts about the ways as they were kind of trucking along and whatnot in the rest of this chapter, I guess?
Yeah, I love the concept of them. It's science fiction almost. Like that's what I like about Robert Jordan. He's like melding fantasy with like science fiction, and and it's like a wormhole. Straight up, you travel far distances in short amounts of time, and time and space is different in them. I love it.
And yet it's organic, and
it's organic,
grows. Yeah. So
and it used to be so much better.
It's not up to
So
code
fun.
anymore.
Yeah,
Do you think the ways are sentient?
I think, yeah. Well, initially, I knew they were organic, and they talk about it later on in the chapters, I guess. But I think they are like living. They know, yeah, they're sentient. I agree.
The ways themselves. Okay. So, and we'll get into the Win, Mashin Shin, in the next chapter.
Yeah.
But do you think that Mashin Shin is a different entity than the Ways? Is a product and a part of the Ways, or is the Ways like full on, what do you think?
Well, I mean, initially, I didn't know what Mashin was until 45, I guess. I mean, we're gonna get to there,
right. Yeah, I just jumped ahead. But while we're on the subject,
but now that I know what Mashin is, it's the Dark Wind, and I think, and what Moraine says, at the end of it, I think it is something of itself, or something that has grown in it. Like what she says, I don't know, the decay of evil or something. I can't remember.
Okay, because we had talked about the Ways maybe being sentient, so I didn't know if Mashin Shin was a manifestation of that sentience or not. Okay,
we can get into that later.
No, brother.
Joshua says the gates are at the edge of the steading. Yes, that is correct. So the gates are not actually made inside of the steading. They had to make them on the edges of the steading for the very fact that the power could not be used in the steading. So they're power forged of some sort. Right.
That was what I was wondering. I didn't understand. Like, it was the male Aes Sedai that are hiding in the steading, escaping, like seeking refuge, and they're in the steading. So how do they use like the power?
They had to go outside of it.
They just step right outside.
Oh, that's right. So I was thinking they had to stay inside of it. I guess they were able to go outside of it.
Yeah, they would just go, bonk, I'm doing stuff, bonk, now I'm safe, bonk, now I'm making waves, bonk, now I'm steading safe, bonk, now
I'm making waves, boop, now I'm steading safe. All right, so Scott says, yeah, most gates are just outside the setting, so they're actually made using sight-in.
Thanks for the clarification. Yeah.
So that raises a question. Why wasn't Sidar used?
Shoot. I don't know. Because it was male? Wait. I don't know. You got me.
Yeah. Okay. Right on.
Something to think about. Yeah.
One's male, one's female, right?
Yeah.
Sidar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the male Aes Sedai would have taken refuge in the steading. But there were still female Aes Sedai in the world.
Yeah.
So what were they doing? Why weren't they helping?
Because they don't want to deal with the male Aes Sedai. They're like, no way. You guys suck. You guys taint the one true forest. They got to all be gentled. I know. That's my thoughts on that. I don't know.
Yeah, what is the timeline on this? Do we know? Does it say?
The making of the ways? When were the ways made?
Oh, yeah.
It said it was sometime after the breaking.
Well.
Yeah.
That's 3,000 years.
I mean, yeah, that's loyal talk. So, yeah.
That was
as far as what the book has shown, though, that's the only thing we know.
That's like 30 years to loyal. Yeah.
Right. He's like, just a little bit back.
Well, and also how much of what Loyal and Moraine knows, how much of that is actually true, and how much of it is just history that's been passed down that's been distorted over time.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Such is life, right? Right.
True.
Hey, did you know that George Washington didn't really cut down a cherry tree?
Yeah, no.
Right.
He had someone else do it for him.
It was a sequoia. It was the largest tree on earth, and he cut it down with his teeth.
His wooden teeth.
His wooden teeth.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Anything else about chapter 44 before we move on and keep going through the ways?
I'm good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the drink is in the
Yeah, so you want to keep going or break right now? What do you want?
No, this yeah, what's the consensus?
We're at an hour. Let's break.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to take a break. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We're going to listen to the
All right.
music of my friend Josh, and his band is called Oralox. So we're going to listen to tunes by our friend Joshua. He is in the chat right now, I believe.
Hello, Josh.
Yeah, hello, Joshua. Maybe we will see his
Cool.
face. Maybe we'll see his face one day. So yeah, everyone, we can just mute our mics, and then we're going to take a 10-minute break, and I'll let you guys know when we're going to be back.
All right.
Orlox.
Yeah.
Well done.
Isn't that great? Those are new songs.
That's fantastic. Well done, Dutch.
Very cool.
That was
That
dope.
was dope.
Super.
That means super
That
good.
means good, right?
That means the goodest of good.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was dope.
That means the best.
That was dope. Brian, we jumping right in?
You want to do your 5 questions right now?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's bust these out real fast.
Oh, yeah.
Johnson, have you ever visited another country? And if so, round it up to the nearest 5.
To the nearest 5?
Mm.
Well, round it up to the nearest 5. It would have to be 5.
Okay, cool. Have you ever seen a proper palace?
Yes.
Okay. Have you
ever seen an improper palace?
One could say so. In a manner of speaking.
An impromptu palace?
No. But I
Have
think
you
that-
ever eaten anything you would consider a honey cake?
Probably. at some point.
Metaphorically and food.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
certain that I've had some sort of pastry in my life that incorporated honey in its makeup.
But there's nothing that comes to mind that you're like, hell yeah, I've had a honey cake.
Not that I can recall.
Okay. Number 4. Do you have any circus
Fair
skills?
enough.
Juggling, Rubik's Cube, unicycle, tightrope, you can walk on your hands, anything like that?
No.
Okay, that's okay. None of our guests have, which has been shocking to me. I thought someone would have a circus skill by now. All right, number 5. You can have beers for 2 hours with one of 2 men. Lan or Tamathor?
Channel 4.
Tim.
Okay. Very good.
Very good.
What palace did you see?
You too.
Well, I've been to Palazzo Pitti in Florence, which is really cool. I've been to the Vatican. I've been to the Doge's Palace in Venice. I've been to the Louvre is a palace, so I've been to the Louvre. The Uffizi.
I've been there.
Been to the Uffizi.
The Louvre's a palace?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought we call bathrooms.
The Louvre.
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 La Musée du Louvre. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Do you speak French?
She speaks so many languages. You heard her read.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You speak Ogier.
Ogier.
Yeah. Well, thank you for participating in our 5 questions. Good to get to know our guests a little bit.
Everybody, look at this design we just got made for us by our friend Rainbow Sedai.
Oh, so good.
Isn't this great? It was a collaborative effort between Dana and Rainbow. We were very excited.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I want this shirt.
Right? Okay.
Make shirts
Apparently,
of that,
she
please.
was just going through eyebrows and eyebrows and eyebrows to find these beauts here, baby.
All right.
And I think she did well.
All right, Village Mattress says awesome logo, but I want to say the mattress firm has their own awesome logo. Dan, you want to give him a little ad read?
Guys, do you know that what comes after Thanksgiving? Awesome mattress sales. And guess what? Village Mattress at Mattress Firm in Zionsville, Indiana.
Oh, look at
which is near Indianapolis, maybe 100 miles away from Indianapolis. Guess what? They're having a goddamn sale. They're selling the best mattresses. So there's a mattress. I just heard right now, there's a mattress right now where you push a button and you tell it, it'll like make you coffee in the morning. You can, there's mattresses right now that like start your shower. When you walk into home, you push a button on your iPhone and your mattress starts like slowly heating up. So by the time you get to bed, it's super snug and toasty. The Mattress Firm has it all. Here's the thing. Mattress Firm, I would change your name. I would say Mattress Soft
What's
Medium
happening?
or Firm. What if I don't want a firm mattress? Maybe I just want like a soft,
It's like a law firm.
Okay, no. Okay, let me get.
Oh my gosh, what happened? You got derailed.
Zionsville, Indiana.
Fact.
You guys,
Fact.
everyone can benefit from a new mattress, and why not buy from someone who has been with us? At least this is the second show that I've noticed this Village mattress, and I want us to give it the puppet bump. So, Village mattress, I'm sure you ship anywhere in the continental U.S. and even Canada, right?
And elsewhere in the world.
And elsewhere in the world.
Or
So
Thursday.
yeah. Come on, guys. Village mattress. Let's give them the puppet bump.
What about the waves? Do they ship to the waves?
Yeah, they actually use the ways to get to you faster.
Imagine if you're in the ways, you have to camp out for like a night. You got to camp out for the night. He was just sleeping on like a stupid bridge that he didn't want to roll over. Imagine if he had like a comfy, like Tempur-Pedic mattress that doesn't have springs. There are no springs, guys, and it remembers what position you'd like to sleep in. So when you get into bed, it's like, come here, baby, and it spoons you. It's the large spoon, and you're always the little spoon.
Okay.
In one of these beds. All right.
Okay. All right. Back to the show.
Village mattress.
Back to the waves.
Village.
Tell him I sent you. I think there's a promo code, right?
So is that any relation to the Village bicycle?
What is the Village bicycle? I don't know what that is. Sounds like a cool bar.
Yeah.
I'd go there.
What is it?
Well, everyone's had a ride.
Oh gosh.
The Village.
We're getting blue.
You've never heard that one, have you?
No. That's like, is
So
that
it's like
regional?
the-
Is that regional?
Like the doorknob?
Is that dialect? I don't know.
I thought everyone knew that one.
Oh, God.
All right, chat. What do you
never
think
heard that.
Chancey is talking about right now when she mentions a Village bicycle? I still don't know what you mean.
I'm talking about the borrow a bicycle program in most major cities.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah.
Totally. Of course.
iBike.com.
All right. So Village Mattress says he can ship Tempur-Pedic anywhere.
Oh man,
He's not trying to hijack the show. No, we are wanting this for fun. And Josh wants to know: do you ship to the Louvre?
Does he ship to Michigan? Yeah, come on, buddy. All right, so we are on chapter 45. It's called What Follows in Shadow. It is that whale tear pointed upward, that big glooby thing. Bloop. It's pointed upward. There's 3 like cool little diamonds around it. And this is where they start going through the ways again. Moray's just like, oh, okay, well, you can just find a different path, right, Loyal? And he's like, yep, I can. Of course. There's all kinds of paths. He's like, but let's,
He wants to get out quick, though.
He's like, yeah, Tarvalon's just like right there. If we just walk down this road right here, there's Tarvalon. Or we can, you guys want to go to the beach? Because right over there, there's a beach over there. And she's like, nope, Faldara. He's like, yeah, okay, Faldara. So they start going. Rand and Loyal have a cool little bro moment. They're like, hey, man, one day I'm going to go to your steady. You're going to come to Evans Field, and we're just going to walk because this sucks. And Loyal's a downer. Loyal's like, wait, you think this is going to end? What?
Oh, that was a heavy moment, yeah.
Yeah, that is a drag. Loyal thinks that everything is so he sees the waves are just crumbling around, and he says, yeah, this is kind of what the world's going to do. This is kind of sucky.
He fears that he did not dream the decay had gone so far, I guess. And he fears the bridges are falling behind them or something.
Right. He thinks that is actively crumbling around them. And Moraine's like, even I can see, dummy, that this has been done for like at least 10 years. You're an Ogier. Use your eyes. You guys stone built. Come on. You're a mason by trade. Come on, look. And he's like, yo, oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, there's no wind. There's no rain in here. So, yeah, for sure, this is what's going on. It's been at least 10 years. And he's all pleased with himself because he agrees with Moraine, who isn't even trained in this stuff. Yeah, he should have picked that up. Anyways, so they sit around. Well, go ahead.
I love they get into Ogier language right here and what it sounds like.
Okay,
do you remember this part?
Talk to me.
They say Ogier language sounds like deep voiced birds singing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Which is like, I tried to do it. It's so hard. I don't know if you tried to come up with it.
I did not.
It's like, I don't know. Both birds singing. I can't wait to see what the show comes up with.
Like, yes, and there's references that it's sounding. Yeah, and they all sound. They'll reference this thing. It sounds like a lot of bees at some point. Like they said, he sighed, and it sounds like a ton of bees.
Like a bee orgy.
So, orgy. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's like kind of Tuvan throat singing.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice. So they stop. They stop at like a place that's like a guiding or like a little island that has like the post. Loyal examines it, and then like, let me quote this real fast. He said, quote, "Once things grew on the island," he said sadly, "all the books tell of it. There were green grass to sleep on, soft as any feather bed." Maybe not a Tempur-Pedic. Fruit trees to spice the food you brought with an apple or a pear or a bell fruit, sweet and crisp and juicy, whatever the time of year outside. So it seemed like it was just a garden 24/7, 365. Boom. There's always just apples to come eat. And there has been a disintegration from these grand stories. Perrin's pissed that there's nothing to hunt, and then he's like, wait, who said that? Did I say that? Oh, gosh. I hate saying this stuff.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they kind of do like a little 90210 kind of thing where they're like, oh, so who's Elaine? Who's Min? Oh, yeah? Well, who's Aram? Oh, what about Elsa? Oh, and everyone is just throwing these weird jealousies around. It was pretty funny. This was like the rom-com section.
It was so adorable. I loved it. Just like in the midst of this darkness in another dimension, their old selves come back. Their Edmundsfield selves come back at each other. I loved it.
Yep. Just a little bit of humanity there.
Yes. So good.
So they all go to sleep. Maureen kind of walks around, does a little mumbo jumbo and says, you're safe. Don't worry. You're safe with me. Go to sleep for a little bit. Anything you wanted to bring up in your notes before they wake up and find Lan says someone's chasing them?
No, we could keep going. There's some cool stuff about like, oh shoot, what was it? Yeah, they bring up what's her name? Min's brought up.
Right.
And then also
yeah, go ahead.
Also, which is so cool, Moraine brings up the fact that Tom is still alive. Possibly.
Right.
Like, yeah, she's like, oh, this is like a positive note. We're in this darkness and I'll cheer you up. Like, Tom's still alive. And that's really cool. And he's like a part of the pattern. And they talk about that a lot in this chapter. Loyal and everybody bringing up just how a part the pattern Tom is. and how a part of everybody. I mean, everybody's a part of the pattern. So I don't know. That was really cool. A glimmer of hope that Tom is still alive. Yes.
You know, if you didn't believe in the pattern, would it all sound like mumbo jumbo? Whatever she's saying, you could just let's replace pattern with the great spaghetti monster in the sky or whatever. Anyways, all right. So we gotta go. We got a hard out, so we gotta go. So they're pretty much they all slate. Wake up and they're like, Land's like, yeah, someone's kind of following us, but he's not. He doesn't want to kill us. Because he kind of ran away. Something's around. Whatever. Land's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go back and go find him. And Loyal's like, dude, you do that and you're gonna die. Everyone dies even if they know Ogier's script. Do you know Ogier's script? Do you know Ogier's script?
Do you know?
We all know Chancellor does.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I know Ogier's script.
That's my favorite font. That's my if I'm Wingdings and Ogier script. Okay. So Land's like, yeah, you're right. All right, I'll stick with you. And they're going and then so suddenly Rand's like, there was something about, he was just kind of checking out Land, doing these things. And he's like, he feels like it says, quote, it'll be good to feel the wind again, even if it's cold. And then he's like, wait a minute. I'm feeling a little wind right now. Loyal, you said there wasn't wind, but I'm feeling a little wind. Loyal's like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is not good. Master Al-Hamid said I was, Loyal's a stupid man. Loyal's so dumb. I mean, he pretty much was just berating himself, but Loyal had to go do it, huh? Loyal doesn't listen to anyone. No, he doesn't.
I like what he said about Aes Sedai right here.
Yes.
He says never deal with an Aes Sedai except
in a setting, right? That's
like, interesting.
It must be a saying. It's like Copland talk. It's like, oh god damn it, don't deal with an Aes Sedai.
That's like an Ogier saying.
Right.
The same Ogier that helped the Aes Sedai make the waves.
Right. Well, they've been around for a while. They know that there's probably met some dodgy Sedais.
Just saying, they were bros with the male Aes Sedai right after the breaking, and then 3,000 years later, don't trust Aes Sedai.
Oh, that's a good point. What do you think of that, Todd?
Our Ogier is like totally sexist and shit. I don't want to think that. They seem so like peaceful and cool and like.
That's really funny.
Please make me a sandwich.
Oh Jesus!
All right, so let's So the black wind's coming. He's like, oh shit, the black wind. The light illuminate and protect us. It's the black wind. And Moraine's like, Loyal, how many bridges? How many more bridges? And he's like, I think 2. I think we just got to follow this line. So they just start sprinting. Boom, 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 boom. Oh gosh, keep going. They get past the way gate. They're just sprinting. They get right to the place. Moraine jumps off. She's like, they haven't disarmed Leaf. It ain't here. Oh snap. The wind is blowing. Oh, what?
Loyal lets out a howl of dying right here. It said.
Yes. All right, Brother Dan.
Can you do it?
Here's what actually. So what it did remind me of is like when Chewbacca.
Yes.
And I can't do Chewbacca. Yeah. I mean, I'll try, but I can't do what. But it was like, all right, ready.
We're ready.
When Han dies, right?
Oh no! Yeah. When Han dies, or just that mournful, throated birds,
Yeah.
deep-throated bird. I couldn't do it. But that's the best I could do. And here's my headshot. Please go ahead and contact my agent. I hope to work together. You guys are the best. Bye. All right, so the wind's going boom. They get there. Maureen pretty much just busts her way through this fucking door, more or less. But everyone is affected by this wind. It starts whispering creepy ass shit.
Yeah,
it wants to peel skin and then make a braid. To plate the strips, and I was like, oh, that's gross. It just wants to make like a what are those things you make in camp? Those like those key rings, like where you have like all those like little something like that, but it's like a keychain. And it's like all these like hard threads that are like braided together and make like a pattern that you.
Dan, is that true?
Damn it, I can't remember. Anyways, please, anyone in the chat.
Dan is obsessed.
So
If
it's
anyone in
like
the chat.
keychain.
But it's like you make these things in camp that like fit in your hand. It's like a strap.
Basket weaving.
It's like it is like a braid of sorts, but it's like plastics.
Everything stop.
Idiot.
Oh,
Take a moment. Who's our friend?
This is Squeak. She's a precious little angel.
Squeak?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Whoa. Like she's instantly like sedated. That's amazing.
I want a Squeak in my life. I think we all deserve one. All right, so the voices are creepy. Here says, quote, a flesh so fine to tear, to gash the skin to strip, to plate, so nice to plate the strips, so nice, so red the drops that fall, blood so red, so sweet, so etc. Creepy ass.
So nice, so spicy.
Everyone is just like, blah, I hate this stuff. The gateway opens up. They're like, go through, run. And they all get through. Maureen, blah, blam. The gateway is closed, even though she doesn't have the key. And that is Mashin Chin. We meet.
Martin Sheen.
Martin Chin.
That's how it's pronounced in the old tongue. Yeah.
Martin Chin.
Martin.
But they step out and it's like, well, okay, well, cool. Well, actually, we're here. Faldera is just right over there. Boom. We have a map. Let's talk about this map real fast, Todd. Do you have a map on your?
Oh yeah, this is great.
Okay. So, what were your impressions of the map?
We're close to the blight.
So we are pretty much looking at.
Yeah, we're so close to the blight.
Actually, we're like east of where the first map was. The first map was pretty much like Andor and the Westlands. And here we have east of that. So Dragon Mountain is on the far west side of this map. Correct. So we do have Faldara. Yeah. We do see the blight. We see all kinds of stuff, man. Did you have any comments on it before we jump into?
I was very
well. Yeah,
I was very.
I want to hear.
Just so close to the blight.
You want to hear what, Ryan? Did we lose Ryan?
Yeah, I'm concerned. We're just so close to the blight, and the.
Okay.
Audio.
So let's.
You hear me?
I do. Todd.
No, I'll be losing you.
So let's look around. Look around.
Oh, are you losing me?
Oh,
I'm losing Ryan.
Can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you fine, Todd.
Oh yeah.
All right. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Okay.
All right. Hey, Todd, have you heard or seen our Mashin Chin campaign video? I don't believe we showed it to you because it's in a spoiler. So that's one thing we could possibly do right now, Dan, before you move on to the next chapter.
We just got to rush through Faldara then. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, so this is getting it ready.
Oh,
What are
you're
your
cutting out, bro.
Audio interrupted.
Yeah, you're cutting out, bro.
Not good.
Yeah, I didn't hear
all
that.
right.
Oh,
That's
there.
all right.
I heard you there.
Try again. Yeah.
All right. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
I can see it.
All right.
Totally.
Let's see if you could hear it. All right.
This was a campaign ad for mayor of Edmondsfield.
Hello, I am Ma Xing, and I'm running for mayor of Two Rivers. You know, don't mind all these sounds you're going to be hearing. I live with them all every day. You don't need to be afraid of these sounds. They're just screams. You get used to them. Anyways. Oh boy, it's getting worse. Was that a baby? Oh jeez, okay, so, guys, I'm ready for mayor. I have a platform. I think the Two Rivers is being run by a despot, an oligarch, and I want to change things for everybody. Oh man, this isn't working. Oh, I'm stuck here in the ways, guys, and this is what I live with. You hear this? All day, every day, screaming, screaming, screaming. Yeah, I hear ya. Okay, well, like I was saying, Two Rivers, mayor. Yeah, this isn't working. Oh goodness, it's getting worse. Oh guys.
He knows the way.
Solid point. I mean,
That was sucking my soul. No.
Those screams are now tweets, and it's just too distracting to even know what's going on.
Yes. Sucking the soul.
well, obviously,
All right.
he's
Oh,
used
go ahead.
to listening to disparate voices. That's a good trait to have in a mayor.
Oh, yes. Adapting.
Exactly.
Oh, do you really want to hire or do you want an elected official that's just going to have all these people whispering in his ear the whole time?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yes,
That is some direct influence right there.
All right, so we are at chapter 46,
Oh, yeah.
Faldara, and we got a boogie. So they get to Faldara. Faldara is, they're right outside Faldara. Farmhouse is all shuttered up, but it doesn't seem like it was that shuttered up because obviously Moraine and Egwene are women and they notice curtains, and men don't notice curtains. What do you know about that? They all chastise Matt for not noticing curtains. Perrin notices, he's like, yeah, you should have noticed that tiny bit of rust that was on that tiny little thing in the dark. They've only been gone a week or so. And Rand's like, what are you talking about? But so Perrin shows he has like, yeah, he saw stuff that Rand is like, there's no way you can see that. But I guess he did. Whatever.
What could it mean?
They start talking about the Eye of the World. They talk about the Green Man. Apparently, Ogier, go hang out with this guy, or we'll go see him. Master Hammond, his dad, his granddad, they've all seen. Most of the elders have gone to see the Green Man, but you can only see him once, it seems, right?
Only once. That's all you get.
So, what are your thoughts about what he was talking about the Green Man and whatnot?
I love this just concept of the Green Man. He sounds like a very cool entity. He knows tree songs, apparently, or knows all the tree songs. I think that's why.
So they're going to jam? Is that what they're going to do? They're going to go jam?
The Ogiers are like, this guy knows the tree songs. He's awesome. Like,
karaoke.
And he goes there and he's just like some difficult artist. And you're like, God dang it. Never meet your heroes. Yeah.
he's like, you can only meet me once. That's all you get.
You only get once. One
It's
boy.
so emo. Like, You get one meeting. Oh my god.
So Lan's like, hey boys, we're in Faldara, the Borderlands, and it said there was almost a hint of him like being home in his voice. So in his stony voice. So there are two occasions where we are, if you guys want to participate, we do drink whenever they mention his hard, grim face or voice. Regarding land, and he certainly has one here. So we are going to drink if you are so inclined. Because there was just a hint beyond it in this. They start riding up to Faldara. And everyone's
says
just
about Faldara or this area. He's like, you got to take your hoods off. You can't hide your face.
Right, and Matt, and this is actually that's where we had to drink, because Matt tries to make a joke, and he's like, because fades can't hide if they don't have a thing, and Matt's like, oh, okay, thanks. I mean, come on, I was trying to make a joke. I was calling you all ugly. Come on, read the room. And Lan's like, nope, his grim face. What a dick. What a dick.
All right, so Josh in the chat says the Green Man is a Wiccan myth, and it is not just a fantasy trope per se. Thank you, Josh.
What?
Yeah, Wiccan. Wiccan.
Of course, Robert Jordan would do that. That's awesome.
So the warder talks in a flat voice, hey, no joking around. And as they're walking, like, shit seems gnarly. The city is not as big as Camelin, but the walls are huge. As they're walking, there's all these like guards around. They're not stopping him. In fact, they're like, calling out, Daishan, hey, buddy, can you sign my rookie card? Daishan, hey, can you sign my jersey? And Lan's all nodding, just like, yeah, what up? They mentioned the golden crane. What are your thoughts on that term, the golden crane, and asking if it flies?
Is that about erectile dysfunction? Let's just get to it.
Yeah, he seems like a.
There's a 2 old man saying, "Hey, are you getting?
How's
is
your
it still?
golden crane? Is it still?
Yeah, are we still getting action or what?"
It's here in March, baby.
Land.
Man, these guys.
Land. Okay. All right. So Land's doing an ED commercial. All right. After a large battle. Never
Oh my god.
No, keep going.
All right. After a large battle. You ever get frustrated and cozy up to your lady, and the time is right, but you're not ready?
Yeah.
Even a Malky or a king can have this issue, and I want to demystify it. ED is not just a fantasy trope.
Oh no! All right. So they're rolling up. They're hearing Daishan, yeah, the golden crane. What are your thoughts about the golden crane, if you can, Todd?
It's apparent. Some like form of badassery. Like Land's a badass and everybody loves him. He's like some star. I don't know. He's very popular.
Boy band days.
Yeah, he's very popular in these parts. And
Justin Timberlake. Yeah. Hey, is NSYNC coming back? Are you flying NSYNC? No, yeah. It's good to see you.
then he's like, peace, yo, peace.
Right. Mario Lopez, are you doing Saved by the Bell again? Yeah, that's good.
Land was a teen heartthrob.
Yeah. Maybe Golden Crane was like the cool, like maybe it was like the Doogie Howser of its time.
That's awesome.
All right. So all the horses have armor. Everyone has armor. They have a greeting for Loyal. It says, so they're like, glory to the builders. Kisarai to Wancho. What do you think that means?
Yeah, translate. Kiss
Like
your ass
Builders
goodbye.
Rule. I don't
Builders
know.
Rule?
Builders Rule. They're awesome.
Builders Rule,
Yeah.
they're awesome. Okay. And he responds, it says, I am unworthy. He replied formally, and the work small. Sing to Machoba. What do you think Sing to Machoba it translates as?
He's like, just leave me alone. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Step off, loser, obviously.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm here with my family. Do you mind?
Right.
Sing to me, Toba.
I'm eating here. I'm sorry. I don't sign anything when I eat.
Exactly.
Okay. So they mentioned the Golden Curtain banner, blah blah blah. They get to the keep itself. They meet someone. Someone comes up. Who?
Ingtar.
Ingtar. He's got like the coolest hairstyle. The top knot.
I love it.
He's got a shaved head with the top knot.
Awesome.
And he's like, "Hey, Lan. I mean, Daishan, we gonna go fuck some shit up? We're gonna Dark One, we're gonna kill him, right?" And Lan's like, "Yep, whatever. Yep, okay. Good luck with that." And he's like, "Well," he's like, "Wait, what?" Any thoughts on Ingtar at all? He takes him up to see the king.
Ingtar is like some old battle buddy. They've been through like many battles and just lots together. And he's a battle bro.
Okay, so you think that he and Lan are battle bros?
Battle bros, and he's stoked to have him. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna go to what is it, Tarwin's Gap?"
Tarwin's Gap. Hey,
Or
ding,
what
ding,
is it
ding,
called?
Is that a
ding.
clothing store?
Yeah, it's 2 doors down from the oh gosh, I can't remember the name.
But
It's an armor shop, yo.
Spencer's, that's the dang thing. God damn it.
Right next to the Walden books. Yeah.
Yeah, near 2 doors down from like the Orange Julius.
Yeah.
Wetzel's Pretzels,
Yeah.
Orange Julius, Tarwin's Gap. 40% off. Oh, it's right next to Village Mattress. Guys, Village Mattress. By the way, guys, give him a thumbs up in Village Mattress. All right, go on. I'm sorry. So Tarwin's Gap. Yeah, they mentioned Tarwin's Gap. Yeah, we're gonna, and that's if we look at the map, I think Tarwin's Gap is on the map. Let me look real fast, but yes. So if we look on the far east side of the map, we see Tarwin's Gap, and Tarwin's Gap is like this valley. It looks like between 2 mountain ranges.
Oh yeah.
So this seems to be like the Sparta versus Persia 300 kind of thing, where
thanks, Todd.
Where they're going to hold this gap.
Leonidas against
exactly.
Thermopylae? Yeah.
Versus Xerxes, I think, right?
Yeah.
Xerxes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Welcome. Oh, gosh, you're free to come on every week, Shazzy. I like smart people. So we see
totally logical computer.
Right, relatable.
I'm sorry, I did not hear that.
Please
So,
try later.
Yeah. So they get to Lord Algamar, and Lord Algamar is stoked as hell to see him. They all know that. So why? So here's a quick question. I know we got to speed things up, but in Andor, the Ogier, when Loyal was there, they're like, "Oh fuck, Trolloc! Ah!" I lost my hat. I was so distraught at seeing an Ogier. And while they go to Faldara, and they're like, "What up, Builder? Taishan, blah 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 blah," and they all know like this weird greeting and stuff. To where even Loyal's like, "What the hell? You know that greeting? Cool. I'll give you my response." There you go.
Kodome. No, wait. Ninte kanichie no damashita.
And then
Kodome, Klichnie, Gani Aisedaihe.
all right, great, beautiful.
Yeah. So why do you think that they are so? Because when they meet Lord Algamar, he's like, "Whoa, hey, the Steading's nowhere near here, but you're always welcome, Builder." So why do you think they're so acclimated to? Is it? Why do you think that they recognize the Ogier and Camelin and Andor did not seem to?
Yeah, this is just they have a different culture and a respect for Ogier, and they're just down. They're down with the builders. You know, they're just more understanding. I'm loving this place so far. Basically,
they're nutty. Well, I don't know why you should.
They're top notch. Yeah,
because the people are like freaked out. No one's meeting their eyes. The kids all look haunted and like war torn, kind of. They're refugees. All look fucked up. Yeah, they're all just like not. Yeah. This place is a harsh place. They go to Lord Algamar. Algamar's like, "Yo, what up? Peace. Hey, Moraine, Lan, you came at the right time because we're about to go hit that gap. You fly that banner. You bring the magic. Boom, 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 boom. We'll be home by brunch, baby."
Moraine have like a history, right?
Yeah, So she greets him formally, but with a hint of familiarity or something. What do you think of that?
Yes.
So they've met before. Yeah, she knows him.
Very interesting.
And Algamar is.
And I can't wait to find out more about that.
Algamar is desperate here. Algamar does not want to take no for an answer. He's like, "Oh snap, Moraine, you're worth like 1,000 people, and Lan, if you just throw up your banner, then 1,000 men will actually come. Whatever. Just give me a couple weeks. Let's go kick some ass." And they're like, "Nope, we leave in the morning. And he's like, "Daishan, come on. You're the Damadrid Lord of Mount Kier. Come on." And Lan's like,
I lost my guy again. Sorry.
I am a warder. That is all.
I love this part.
Yeah, go ahead.
I love this part because he has like a wine goblet in his hand, and he like crushes it.
And then servants come and just like instantly just take care of him. Oh man!
And they replace it.
Happens.
I can't wait to like see this part.
They clean up his hand. They take it from his hand. They clean off the wine in his hand. They fill a new one and they put it right back into his hand.
Like his hand doesn't stop; it just stays there the whole time. He's just like frozen in time, like the thinker is like the statue.
So
and I love that part. I was so tickled by that part.
And he still won't take no for an answer. He's like, "Oh, come on, please. And he tells them that he's sending everyone down south to the capital. He's like, hopefully they'll be safe there, but right now it's not looking good. There's just camps everywhere. Every time we go out, there's new camps. We're gonna try and hold them, and well, the light blesses, blah 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 blah." And Lan's like, "I'm not." But even when he's like, "So come on, Lan." No, fuck Lan. Daishan, come on. And he's like, "I'm a warder. Go, leave me be."
He's made a pact.
Joshua
he made an oath to the light, to the flame, in Tarvalon.
So I mean, break that down, Todd. Like, get into you see what's being laid in front of Lan, right? You see you see the dilemma he's in right now?
Yeah, he like crushes a goblet of wine in his hand. He's like made an oath to the flame in Tarvalon, and he protects Moraine. They're bound, but at the same time, I think he wants to go like have battle bro time. And,
Battle bro
take out some take out some
Nice.
Trollocs. And so that's why he crushed it. He's like, oh man, all these people want me to come and join, and I could help them. I don't know. Yeah, I think he's kind of like, that's a moment for Lan right there.
Have you ever had a
like
similar moment in your life, Todd?
Yeah, every week, right?
Yes, I've crushed beers. Man.
and
Maybe
little
watching the elections, I crushed a few beers. I think in my hand, I was like,
So Algamar's like, fine, okay, fine, but at least let me send like 1 billion people, or at least 100 people with you. Let me send some people with you, at least to the Blight. We'll kick some butt. Let's do it. They're like, no, it has to be this. This is what the pattern, blah blahs. So that's what it is. He's looking at the boys. And he's like, are you sure? Maybe they can. Let them hang out here for 2 weeks. Let's get them tough, and then maybe they can go. And they're like, nope, we're gonna go. But they don't have a very high opinion looking at the 3 boys about like their soldier ready going into the Blight. The Blight seems it's going to be pretty gnarly, and he's like, "Oh, come on, these boys are going. What? And these girls, what? And you?" And they're like, "Yep, that's the way it's got to be. That's the way it's got to be."
Yep.
They
must reach the eye without fighting. Yep.
Right. So we
awesome.
suddenly we hear that there was a someone who was captured. A dirty ass man was captured. It says, a small thing, Lord, a stranger tried to enter the town. Not of Shinar, by his accent a Lugarder, sometimes at least. When the South Gate guards attempted to question him, he ran away. He was seen to enter the forest, but only a short time later he was found scaling the walls. This, we find out, is Padden Fane, the peddler, and also the beggar. You had predicted that dude was Padden Fane. So well done, Todd. Your reading acumen is only surpassed by your luscious voice.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you.
So well done. So we hear that Padden Fane is shown up in Faldara, and it's assumed that he was probably the one who followed him in the ways, or at least that's
what I was thinking.
How
Right.
else would he have been able to get so fast?
Wait, say it again.
So how else would he have been able to get there so fast?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's got to be Padden Fane back there. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So yeah,
Totally.
we have so let me state real fast what Padden Fane says. He's like, great Lord, your might is unquestioned, but can it stand against the Dark One forever? Do you not often find yourself pressed to hold? Forgive my temerity, great Lord. He will crush you in the end, as you are. I know, believe me, I do. But I can show you how to scout the shadow from the land, great Lord. He goes on, if you but try what I advise, you will see, great Lord. You will cleanse the land. You, great Lord, can do it if you direct your might in the right direction. Avoid letting Tarvalon entangle you in its snares, and you can save the world, great Lord. You will be the man remembered through history for bringing final victory to the light. The guards held their spot, and so that's what. So what the fuck? I mean, Todd, what are your thoughts?
Dan, great interviewing. Just
3,
great.
2, 1. So what the fuck? Ah, dang it! All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry,
No.
Michelle Obama.
Super persuasive. He's talking to Agelmar, right? And like trying to get Agelmar to like, yeah, it's very persuasive and cunning.
Is it?
Yeah.
It-
Didn't work.
well, I mean,
No, it didn't work.
You call me Great Lord 5, 6, 7 times. Yeah, okay. You calling me like 8, 9, 10 times, then you're kind of
He's not buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, not to
Oh,
mention
no.
his presentation.
Flattery goes everywhere.
Agelmar's not buying it at all. Yeah.
I got a question from the chat. Joshua Sonstrom stream. Why does the light shield madmen? Does the light blind the mind?
Ooh.
Do you remember that? Yeah, it's a very good point. I remember pondering this myself. Ingtar says, well, the light shields madmen, and was trying to explain why maybe Patton Fane was able to actually get to the wall and start scaling it like a spider monkey.
Yeah.
Which I imagine he has like no perch. He's just like sticking his hands on it and like suctioning.
Yeah, this
Going
is the wall that can't be scaled, and yet he's trying. Just
So yeah, I mean, like, what do you think about that? Do you think there's something behind it, or do you think Ingtar
That's
is
very
like
interesting.
okay?
Yeah. There's a lot going on right there. I was thinking, like, initially, what's binding him, like what's possessing him, and I have some thoughts about that, which come out like a little later.
well, yeah. So he does actually say, "I hate him." He whimpered. "I want to be free of him. I want to walk in the light again." His shoulders began to shake, and tears streamed down his face even more heavily than before. He made me do it. So he's going crazy. I mean, or he's acting super crazy, and sometimes he's very bravado and man, hey, you want to get? I know the best clubs. You want to go? Let's go. And then the next time he's like, "Oh God, no, I don't want to do it."
They put too much cream in my coffee in Starbucks.
Wait, is he Karen?
Yeah, nice. Real quick for Todd, how did Fane get by the Black Wind? If you think he was in the ways, how did he get by Machine Chin?
Okay, this is my theory. I think Patton Fane isn't possessed by the Dark One, right? I think there's something going on. It reminds me of because he says, friends of the dark pursue me, for I have learned to defeat the shadow. I can show you how. And like that made me remember Shadar Logoth and like and Mordith and like Meshadar. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what that is. Like, I think he's like possessed by that. And that's how he got through the ways and through Mashashin.
Nice.
So let's
All
compare
right.
Mashadar and Mashin Shin right now. What are your thoughts on that? We've seen them both.
Yeah,
Both are
I don't
great
know.
size for your Thanksgiving meal. I get like a little side of mash shar and a little mash and chin. All right, go. I'm sorry.
Mashin Shin with some giblet gravy.
All right,
Delicious.
DK Moon says that Fane passes Blackwind all the time. That's a great one. Thank you, DK Moon.
Fantastic.
Great Lord.
Fantastic.
I can beat the Dark One. Like Rudy
don't know.
Giuliani. He farted a couple times.
I don't know. I don't know what's up with Patton Fane though. It seems like he was like possessed by both, like the Dark One and Mashadar. Because he like talks about he's like being made as hound.
Right.
So I don't know. My mind was swimming on that one.
Right. So get back to that question though. So so we have Mashin Shin and Mashadar. Mashadar is the deadly fog that just like kills Trollocs by touching it. Mashin Shin, we haven't really seen what it can do besides hearing creepy ass voices. Do you?
It's also like it's creepy ass voices, but they say they're promises. What do they say? Shoot, I won't bring that up earlier. You say there's like promises in the wind too, or something like that. I don't know.
Tell me more.
Good question. Good question.
But I don't know. Masha Shin and Mashadar, I think Mashadar, yeah, they might be of the same like power. I don't know. They're like older powers.
So there's one other thing. So he says that quote, Pattern Feign is simply one of the many disguises I have been forced to wear over the years. Friends of the dark pursue me, for I have learned how to defeat the shadow. I can show you how to defeat him, Great Lord. So he says is simply one of the many disguises. Any thoughts on that?
So he was even possessed like when he was in the Two Rivers, I guess. And like he was playing a peddler. I don't know.
Okay, cool. So this ends pretty much where Moraine's like, okay, I need to talk to this dude. He's dangerous. Keep him away. Everyone.
Or did you whisper to Matt?
Yo, right? Yeah. What was that?
Right. And that's what made me think it was Mashadar. Actually, initially in the moment when she whispered to Matt, I was like, "Oh, it's Mashadar," and Mordith. Maybe Mordith is like possessing Pattern Feign too. I don't know.
Okay, tell me more. Why when Moraine whispers to Matt, why does that make you think Mashadar?
Because Matt has the blade and he's possessed by a Shadow Logoth, and it just that's what it all comes to, I think, for me. Or Moraine just wants Matt to come to her room later that night.
Nice, yeah. Hey, he's like, hey, calm down. Meet me later. She slipped her the hotel key. Okay, that's a new twist.
All right, so let's get some prediction. Is there anything you want to comment? We met the Shinarians, we met Faldara, we went through the ways. Is there anything that stood out for you that you wanted to comment on before we get predictions for next week?
Oh, there's one thing we didn't mention. In the ways, they saw that Trollocs had found how to use the ways.
Oh, right,
and that's huge. That's huge. Right. And they're like, oh my gosh, that blew me away. That connected everything. I was like, oh my gosh, that's how they got to Camelin and how they got to the Two Rivers and so the Fades and Trollocs, and then they know how to use the ways now. That blew me away and scared me and made me concerned for everybody.
All right, so I got a question. So let's say all these Trollocs are on in the ways. Do they just poop and then kick it off the bridge and it just flies into nothingness? Does it keep falling? Is Trolloc poop
just falling forever
to this day?
Yeah. Some say it's still falling to this day.
Do you think there is a bottom to the ways, Todd?
I mean, with no wind, it doesn't even erode. That's crazy, Dan.
I'm just like the Ogier. I'm just like the Ogier. I don't know how deep it goes or how far it goes. Okay. And I know I'm speaking in really weird no. Love
No, you sound fun.
You are speaking very weird.
No, you sound great.
Windows right there, but yeah.
These are hard questions. So you got to go. So let's go ahead. So next week we are doing 3 chapters. They're pretty. The first 2 are pretty small. The first one, chapter 47, is on page 652. It is called More Tales of the Wheel. It has those curious looking ravens. More Tales of the Wheel. What are your thoughts? Give me one thing about this chapter that you think is going to happen.
We're gonna get deeper into the wheel.
Be specific. Give me something. Come on. Give me a character. Who do you think we're talking about?
I don't know. It might be all three of them. Everybody. It might be the whole group.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
Even Pat and Fane. I don't know.
Chapter 48, The Blight, is 664. It has. I don't think we've seen this emblem yet. This insignia, this icon. It's like a droopy tree. It's like that has the saddest fruit ever.
Oh yeah, right there.
So what are your thoughts about what the Blight is going to entail?
Well, I can imagine it's going to be about the Blight. I don't know. It's going to be heavy. A lot of things are going to go down there. And I
give me one prediction with the Blight. Give me one prediction. Give me something. I know you don't know. Just take it. Just
who dies?
Shit at the wall.
Who dies? Who dies in the Blight?
Yeah. Loyal. Oh shit. Oh, sorry.
I hope none of them die, but like, I think they're gonna like get close to the Green Man, or possibly see the eye of the world. I don't know.
Okay.
I hope.
Chapter 49. Chapter 49 has the same insignia, the droopy tree, and it is called The Dark One Stirs. It's on page 675. The Dark One Stirs. So give me one prediction. We are still in the Blight, I would assume, based on the droopy tree.
Things aren't good. Things are heavy. The trees are drooping. Like, yeah. I can't wait for that chapter. It sounds like it's going to go, toe to toe right there.
Okay.
Aes Sedai versus the Dark Power, the Dark One, and Rand with his hair on blade. I don't know.
Okay, that's going on in the. Okay. Oh, right on. Right on.
Things are going to go down.
Chancellor, did you have any questions for Todd before we send him off? We're already 10 minutes past your spot.
Well, I want to know, like, which characters are you most favorable towards, and which characters are you most unfavorable towards?
I'm loving Rand, of course. Just right there with him. I'm really into Perrin and his wolf like abilities now. I don't know. I don't really dislike anybody yet. That's kind of unusual.
Even Pot on Fane?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like very intrigued by Pat and Fane. Just how he's like possessed by like multiple things, possibly. I don't know. It's like,
do you feel bad for him?
He's still like a bit. I think, yeah. He's a peddler. He just wants to peddle his goods and his knick-knacks. And
yet here he is, very far away from all of that. Yeah.
Clyde's scaling walls like a golem, covered in muck.
He reminds me of Golem, actually. Yeah, that's so good. Shout out to Tolkien. Yeah.
So we did get a new map. The world has gotten bigger for these people. I don't believe that the boys and anyone from Evansfield would ever imagine they'd be going into the Blight. But here they are. They're on the far end of the world. They got through a lot of space through the ways. It would have taken months or weeks for them to get there.
They've gone into other dimensions and like.
Yeah, we go into wormhole, time and space dimension, and we come out and we meet people with crazy top knot haircuts who talk to old gears like they hang out and like give knuckle
What's up, bro?
Like they're like fist bumping, like what's up? Yeah. So what a shift, huh? Like boom, so fast.
Laura's like, I guess I'm big in Japan. I had no idea.
Yeah, so far things have been scaling up kind of like almost on a logical progression, kind of like small village, and we get a smaller city, and then we get kind of a bigger city, but they all seem to be, things that he can wrap his mind around. Just go through the ways and come out and see Shinar. and then to learn that Lan's a freaking king. Everything is just so exponentially getting bigger, and I love this part of the book.
Amazing.
Todd,
it does have like a Tolkien feel too. This seems like it is a fortified keep. They don't fuck around here. Even the horses, even in the palace, they're all armed and have super armor and like weapons and stuff, as if they need to go at any moment. They're just at the ready, man. They're the firehouse.
They got smithies and like weapon making and like
yeah, and we also
children.
And then we get to learn that Lan's a poet. We forgot that part. We didn't even get to that part. Lan spits poetry.
Yeah.
He's like a walking haiku maker. It's amazing. Anyways, yeah. Oh man,
dude, I have that poem. You want me to read it?
Please, with your best Centaurian voice.
All right. The rose petal floats on water. Kingfishers flashes above the pond. Life and beauty swirl in the midst of death.
Oh man,
life and beauty swirl. Lan. See, okay, Lan. So I've been hard on Lan. I've been like making fun of Lan, like the whole Lan walks into a bar trope. But my God, if he said that to me, I'd melt.
Lan is an ogre. He's like an onion.
Yep.
No, I don't smell bad. I got layers, donkey. I was 10.
You got it. I gave it to you.
I was trying to call out your band.
Right,
ogres are like onions.
Oh, thank you.
That's what I was talking. That was the whole thing, right?
You're right. All right, everyone.
Lan is an ogre.
We will say goodbye to Todd, and then we're going to take another 10-minute break, and we will be back with some more special guests and start with Tavern Talk.
Todd, I love you.
Guys. Awesome to meet you. Thank you for being on the show.
Our next show is going to be Sunday, and I believe we're doing 2 chapters. Dan, that was the agreement. Sunday, 2 chapters, because we're a short break. So we're going to do 2 chapters on Sunday, and it's going to start at 1 p.m. Pacific time. All right. 4 p.m. Eastern. Bye, Todd. You are the best.
Get back to reading, you filthy
animal.
Thank you. Okay, there you go.
All right, we're gonna. You another filthy bionic animal.
Yes.
Upside down, even. Is it?
Oh yeah, of course. I was totally doing this.
Yeah.
Chancellor, you did great. Thank you so much. We had to cram a lot into 2 hours. We're going to be able to kick our feet up and relax and really get to know you. I wanted to point out that your background is stellar. Very exciting with your lighting.
Yeah.
That is a great, well lit. It's framing your head perfectly. Anyway, so we are going to
framing your head perfectly.
I need a break. All right, we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we are 10-ish, and then we will be back, and we'll have some more guests, and we will start Tavern Talk, a completely spoiler-filled show, and it is the hit of the century. Everyone,
is it on this stream, right?
It is on this stream. We're just staying here, so everyone just kick it and listen to the music, and we will be back in a bit. All right.
an atmospheric sensor. The frequency of the chimes indicates changes in atmospheric conditions.
Kreativität heißt Ausdruck meines Selbstgefühls im Geiste. Ja, stimmt und selbst gefällt mir wenig
Then it must work on a principle of nonlinear resonance, adjusting to the dynamic variables in the atmosphere.
That's exactly right. Are you a scientist?
Sense.
Are you a musician? Are you a scientist?
Sense.
That's beautiful.
Can you show me how to operate?
Tomorrow you'll catch it. Just you, me, and the stars.
When there's too many in there, I have to walk off track. I think It was one, and that's really liked. I might have to try it again.
Yes,